Well, I'm on the farm today, and we got a little mist going, not really a rain, and a little bit of fog around. It's actually quite warm. I think it's going to get into the 70s. And today's a big day on this farm if we don't get a rain out. The guy that's going to do the forestry mulching and clear these autumn olives is coming, and I'm hopeful that he can clear this field in a day, but we are looking at the rain. He can't work in a muddy field, and I'm hoping what we got here with the dampness of this mist is, you know, it's kind of like taking a spray bottle and spraying your hair so you can comb it. So I'm hoping he can still work this stuff, but we've had a few warm days. You can see the autumn olives are starting to bud a little bit, so I think the sooner we get these things on the ground, the easier it'll be on this machine. So anyway, I'm over here kind of waiting on him, and I don't know if this will be one video or two videos, but let me get situated here, and hopefully the weather will cooperate. It's supposed to move out. This weather is supposed to move out here pretty soon. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit too. That'll help blow these clouds out. So I'll come back. All right, so the guy's here, Southwest Virginia Land Clearing, and he's I want to give a shout out to him. He's also got a YouTube channel, and he's getting ready to get started. I've been warned to stay back. This thing throws projectiles, but he's going to start right there and work his way down that way. And like I say, there'll probably be multiple videos of this. I've got my drone, and I've got my camcorder. So there he goes. He's only been at it a few minutes. Those autumn olives are tough, and there's a lot of multiflora rows right in that area. And I'll be, the video will be on and off. I'm not gonna video everything he's doing here, but I want it to stay to the side, not the front or the back, on the account of projectiles. I'm hoping he can get done in a day, but if it stretches into 2 days, that's okay too. I got him in here. I want a really good job, so it's like he cuts that crap and then he kind of backs over it and smooths everything out and grinds it up. It's pretty impressive, I think. Future pasture in the making. back out here, he's taking down a tree. You can see what he's got done already. He kind of backs over it, what he's done, and it, you know, it shreds it. It's a pretty amazing machine. This is going to be a wonderful hayfield when it gets. Obviously, I've got some work to do yet, but you know, clean up. But picking up sticks is a lot easier than pulling that crap out with a chain and a tractor and dealing with some of these burn piles. I'll come back. All right, so this section right in here, kind of in front of my barn, has been, he's finished that, and he's moved down into this little triangle here. Hopefully that won't take too long. It's not quite as big, but there's a lot of big stuff in there, big autumn olives, you know. We may come back and rake the head of his cutter down, because when he goes backwards, he kind of grinds this stuff into smithereens. And but we'll walk up here. One thing he did a nice job of clearing out that fence row. I didn't have him go into it because there is barbed wire somewhere in that fence row from days gone by. I think I can see it. And then I think there was an electric, just a strand of wire for an electric fence one time. See, here's this is like the original stuff. It's all rusted, and there's some galvanized. That's when we had cattle. So I need to pull that out, and then we could probably run a bush hog through here. I kind of like this being grown in a little bit, because I think it takes some of the wind off that barn. But just kind of walk up here and look around. Right now the priority is just to knock everything down, and if we have time, we'll come back and dress some of this, and we'll, you know, take out some of the, maybe get into the fence lines a little more, like might have to go back into that corner there. And one thing down in this end of the field, the vines are just unbelievable. And you can see up in that tree and up in this bank. And again, if we have time and we can get into it, it might push it back up into there. I'd like to clear these vines out and maybe take out that tree right there. So it's definitely going to be 2 days of work. It might stretch into 3, because I think that I don't see any reason why we can't kind of push up against that bank. So let's see, I was looking for, I got a couple of brush piles here. I asked him if he could run over one. I think he did. It was actually pretty big, but the autumn olive in it was so old, it was just real crumbly. And I got a brush pile down there that we're going to burn. I'm going to have him, he said he could just run right over it, wouldn't be any problem. And some of the trees that he's taken down, there's nothing in those piles of wood that are any obstacle compared to what he's done with a green tree. So this is impressive, and it's pricey, but you know, so is our hay, and you get what you pay for. So I'm gonna I'll continue this video. I don't know if it'll be another video or I'll come back to it. We'll see. Okay, he's moved down in this triangular section. Right beyond my fingertip is my barn. That's how heavy this stuff is. You can't even see through it. And the creek is back over this way, and there's an old pump house over there. But he's kind of working his way, again, moving from left to right. This stuff is really thick. That machine is just unbelievable. And when he gets done here, you'll be able to see my barn from down in here. And then, well, you can see the hay wagons maybe off in the distance. And if I move here to the left enough, you'll start seeing the green roof on my barn. So that's how close he is. And then he'll start on this part right in here. And he may even be able to get to it today. But certainly this is going to drag into a second day. But one thing I think that's helpful, you know, when you got a bunch of vines and multiflora roses, it looks like it's more tedious. But when you got a big autumn olive that has a canopy that shades everything out, it's like once he knocks it down, he moves a fair distance, you know, to the next autumn olive. So I'll come back. Right there's my barn. He stopped to take a little break. So thought I'd walk in here. This is going pretty fast. There's that pump house I was talking about earlier, but I mean, once you get down in here, you can't hardly see the barn at all. Maybe might be able to see a little bit over in there, but he ought to have this knocked out today and maybe be able to get into the autumn olives on the other side. So this is money well spent. I'll come back. All right, so we're done for the day, and I got my Massey 50 over there running a little bit, charging the battery, and this is where he's got. Had a little malfunction here at the end. It kind of scuttled him. Thought we were going to knock out that little chunk right there, but it's kind of getting late in the day, so go at it again tomorrow. But so this is going away from my barn in the opposite direction of what he cut earlier today. There's some big autumn olives down in here. And he'll run back over a lot of this stuff and chew it up. And I'm guessing probably get a little closer to the fence line. It's going to be 2 days. I got a feeling this thing might drag into 3 days. I can tell you this, these autumn olives will never grow back in here the way they have done. If I'm able, if I can do anything to keep them out of here, as long as I'm able, I'm gonna keep them out of here. But I'm just really happy to get this stuff knocked down. And like I say, there's going to be multiple videos on this, camcorder videos, drone videos. It's too bad the drone doesn't record sound, because you know the sound that thing makes when it goes into some of those big autumn olives. It's impressive. So you can kind of see right out through there. And this ground, it's this way all the way across the farm. You know, it's just a sandy, just a real sandy, loamy soil. It's excellent ground. You know, you go south of here and to the east, you get a lot of red clay, but we don't have that here. So tomorrow, I'm thinking it'll be finished up, and for the first time, you know, since I built that barn, you can stand down here and just about see the whole thing. And going up the fence line, I've kind of lost a little bit of privacy there, but that's all right. I'm sure when the leaves come in, some of that privacy will return. And then up through here and over, it's kind of a triangle. I don't know if you can see. There's a telephone pole right in there, and then it goes about the same distance down, and it makes a triangle. So I think this will go pretty well tomorrow, because it's just a continuous bunch of autumn olives, so it's not like moving around and that kind of thing. So that's where I'm gonna leave the video today. Very happy with the results, and this has been a long time coming. So feel free to comment, hit the like button, subscribe. Autumn olives, the destruction of the autumn olives, and what'll eventually be a hayfield. We'll talk to you later.